Hello, hello! Newman282 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Digimon Survive. We are on episode 26, and once again, my office looks different. I actually just completely rearranged it recently, so probably gonna take some time me getting used to looking this way instead of that way, when I was still getting used to looking that way instead of this way. It's a whole thing. But, yeah, so it's been a little bit. I was really sick last week, actually up until like yesterday, so... hopefully I'm able to get this out on Monday, which would be tomorrow for me. So here's hoping. But yeah, so we're gonna dive back into it. If I recall, we just got Miu, who Syakomon did end up evolving or digivolving into Shellmon, one of my faves. I've always loved Shellmon for some reason. There's just not enough water Digimon. I feel like has the opposite issue that Pokemon has, where there's too many useless water Pokemon. Things were touch and go for a while there, but things too were saved. It's been quite eventful since her rowdiness arrived, but you protected this place well. Thank you for that, human children and our good queen. I'm not really a queen. Just call me Miu. Oh ho! Then will you be leaving here to travel with your brother and his companions? Is that okay, Kaido? Thank God. It's more than okay. I'm glad to have you back, Miu. I'm regretting the Haichu, guys. Shit. And obviously I'll be going with Miu as well. Of course, even if I'm done being queen, I'll never be done with you, Syakomon. Isn't this great, Kaido? Practically all you've ever talked about is how worried you were about Miu. Well, I am her brother. What do you expect? I really am glad we were able to rescue Miu. Guess that takes care of everything. Ready to go back, everyone? Go back where? Oh. Back to the school, I mean. It's the closest thing we have to a home here. That's as close as it gets. A sobering moment for everyone. When I said we should go back, I only meant we should return to the school, but it wound up being a reminder that we still can't go back where we really belong. Why does everyone look so sad all of a sudden? They can't help it. Aoi and her friends want to go back to their real homes. Well, it would seem you all long to return to the world from which you originally came. Of course we do. I mean, maybe my life wasn't perfect, but even I want to go back. But how can we? I don't know, Saki. How can we? It's a wait. Saki, please don't look so sad. I'm sorry, Floramon, it's just, I can't help it when it comes to this. Since ancient times, children from the human world have sometimes found themselves here. Apparently, upon certain occasions, the border between our two worlds grow thin. What's that supposed to mean? Is it like a door that normally stays shut occasionally swings open? I suppose that might be another way of putting it. So you think we may have wandered into this world while the border was thin? But who would bring us here, and how? You mean Saki and her friends were kidnapped away from their world? I don't know. I don't exactly remember being dragged here. Maybe it wasn't anything physical. Maybe we got drawn in or something. That could be it. After all, this world is nothing like our own. What about you two? Do you remember anything about how you got here? Not a thing. Not a thing. Doubtful. I don't trust them. Oh, burp. Okay. I guess all we can say for sure is that other children have come here before, like us. Based on what Digimon told us, yes. From what the professor said, if this is the world from the legends of the Kemonogami, then lots of human children may have come here over the years. So what happened to those children? Where'd they go? I'd never seen any humans before you and your friends showed up, Takuma. Me neither. But haven't we heard some monsters mention offering human children as sacrifices? I doubt that was just a wild guess or something. So has this kind of thing been happening for a long time? That'd be awful. Indeed, those who kidnap children have been around for longer than I can remember. So you're saying human children have been coming here since the distant past, only to be offered up as sacrifices by those things? As I understand it, they seek a way to save our world from the fog that is consuming it. In truth, every time those hands, which we call the Kenzoku, take in a human child, the fog lifts, the destruction ceases, and the space is swallowed up by the void return. What are you all talking about? Human sacrifices? Fog that swallows things up? I forgot, you still don't know about the fog. What is it exactly? Nothing you need to worry. It is way scarier not really knowing what you're talking about, so just tell me. She has a point, Kaido. I think we should tell her what we can. I agree. It's not like we know that much ourselves. All we know is if you get swallowed up by it, you're gone. Gone? What do you mean gone? Like you die? What? That doesn't make any sense. This is what I've been trying to tell you. The world is a very dangerous place. I didn't know about anything like that. Well, if you listened, maybe you would know. Maybe you'd be aware. Just a thought. I remember the Dark Arms reaching for Rio. Countless kids got grabbed by those things. What's wrong with this place? I don't get it. They offer up children and... What? I'm afraid I can offer you no explanation. You might say it's the work of our god. However, there are of course many who object to such methods. Take myself, for instance, or any here in the park. Surely your partners feel similarly. You better believe it. I'm not about to let those losers get their hands on Takuma. I feel the same way about Aoi. That's how I feel about Kaido. But what you're saying is, all the kids who wandered in here before, I can't imagine any of them survived. Were they all offered as sacrifices? As to that, I could not say. Human children do not appear often. Some are offered as sacrifices, others just vanish. They vanish? I hear in the past there were those who could cross between dimensions at will. Is that true? I'm telling you, I don't know any specifics. I've never left the bounds of this world. But yeah, that makes sense. If legends still exist in our world, there must be kids who made it back, right? Oh yeah. You're right. Some kids may have made it back to our world. Maybe even some monsters too. If you think about the fact that legends of Kemonogami exist, that makes sense. In other words, depending on what happens, I could go to your world, Minoru? That sounds fun! I want to see what your world is like, Saki. So there may be a way back after all. Thank you. This was getting really depressing. In fact, I might even recall something that may help you. This is something I once heard from a friend. There's a technique from humans known that can thin the boundary between worlds. Using this technique, some children were able to return to the human world. My friend who told me this saw the opening of the door between worlds with his own eyes. You're just now telling us this? Digimon. They weren't just taken in by something like those strange ghostly hands? Indeed, apparently this was something quite different. But how would this friend of yours know the difference? Those who strengthened their bonds apparently gained a shared sense with their humans. They knew where their partner was, how they were feeling, and whether they still lived. So they could sense that their friends were alive and well on the other side of the door. Though, apparently, this sense did not continue forever. So, this friend of yours didn't stay with the human child they bonded with? Sounds like they didn't. I wouldn't want to be separated from Takuma like that. Hakuman. Not that I'm saying I don't want Takuma to go home. So that if there is a way back, I want to go with Takuma to his world. I'd like it if we could go back together. Well, in any case, that is the extent of my knowledge on the subject. So you're saying that maybe, just maybe, there's a chance I'll be able to go back? Oh, what a relief. I had to give props to Minoru, because Minoru was the one who figured this out. Like, kind of put two and two together to let Digimon go, oh, here's a random thing I probably should have said. Actually. But go Minoru, bringing the team together. Maybe he is Tai. Yeah, man, that is great news. We might be able to go back. Yeah. Don't you think that's good news? This amusement park was way more fun than anything back in our world. Sounds like Miyu has some things to work out still, but at least now we have hope. So, we really might be able to go back. Well, I think it's a little early to start celebrating. Fuck off, Shuuji. What makes you say that? Digimon's explanation has been nothing but hearsay. Well, I've told you all I know. So you can't say if it's really true, and you don't have any kind of proof, do you? And I find this strange connection between a human and a monster pretty hard to believe. Shuuji. Shuji's inability to connect with Lopmon probably has something to do with that. Your points are fair. However, there is some evidence, some things I've seen for myself. Many times I have witnessed the strong bond between my friend and their human child. Though it was long ago and my memories have faded. Yet had that child been sacrificed, my friend would not have fared well. Those with such bonds share the same fate. That would be awful. Yet my friend still lives. This in itself is proof that the child is alive somewhere. I thought that might be the case. That must be why Kunamon vanished along with Rio. I've been so focused on losing Rio that I never really thought about it. But Kunamon went with him, didn't he? I thought about it! He exploded! He exploded! But does this boundary thinning technique really even exist? I don't— Shut up! I hate you, Shuuji. It does sound too good to be true. Human children using some special technique to thin the boundary between worlds? How? That is a question for one more familiar with the sacrifices in the border between worlds. Is there anyone like that we can ask? The kidnappers likely know something. They have ties to the being who rules this world. You think we should ask the kidnappers? Who's the one who rules this world? An individual not quite the same as our god or creator. It's little more than a legend, but supposedly there is a being who rules this world. In other words, a caretaker of all creation. Oh, Bert, a being who protects and rules us all. Perhaps if you were appeal to that being, you might just get your wish. Stop filling us with false hope, okay? That story's even crazy. Bitch, we are in a world of monsters and magic. You can chill. Bringing up this god or whatever doesn't help us at all. Perhaps not, but maybe you could shut the fuck up, Shuuji. Even if you can't speak with this ruler, what about the kidnappers? You want us to just ask a monster like Arukenimon or Garurumon what's going on? At the very least, they know enough to offer a child on an altar and summon the Kenzoku. Asking them out might as well be suicide. I agree. We are lucky to live through what we did today. Didn't it seem like that dog thing Garurumon or whatever might tell us? Are you seriously considering this? Can you somehow have already forgotten how fearsome he was? Didn't that Garurumon guy basically ignore us? And it seemed like he turned on the one who was with him. So you're saying there may be some of them who will hear us out. Sorry, I've been really sick, so I'm just like thirsty. I believe that is a real possibility. No way. It's easy to see why Shuuji would be concerned about this. At the same time, though, it's not like we have any other leads on how to get home. So, do we approach Garurumon and the kidnappers in spite of the risks? Because it seems like the safest thing to do would be to avoid them at all costs. Then again, if all we do is run and hide, who knows if we'll ever manage to get back. But, are those really our only options? Maybe we could come up with some alternative. I don't love this, because I'm assuming run and hide, and I've kind of transitioned into just doing a full-on, like a full-on harmony run, but now I'm not so sure. You know? Stressed. So if I run and hide, I don't know. Fudge. You know what? We're just gonna keep it with the harmony. I think for everyone's safety, we should hide and stay far away from the kidnappers. I agree with Takuma. We shouldn't take any unnecessary risks. But then what? We wait and we hide? What's the next step? We keep waiting until we get the chance to go home. You want us to see? I already disagree with this option. Well, that is the big question, and honestly, I don't have an answer. I don't want to just wait around and hope. Shuuji, do you even want to go back? Of course I want to go back. Then don't you think we gotta do something? But what about you, Takuma? You're right. Sorry. I do want to go back. I guess this is just what we'll have to do. That's pretty much it. And Arukenimon did say something interesting the other day. You mean how she called us sacrifices? That was pretty hard to miss, wasn't it? If the world's destruction can be halted by such means, our ruler must be involved. Therefore, the kidnappers may know much more about the subject than I do. Well, if they're our only lead, we'll just have to make him talk now, won't we? Would you give it a rest already? You're always so quick to pick a fight. I know, right? Kaido's such a thug. What other option is there? They may be scary, they may be up to no good, but we can still talk to them. Maybe we can negotiate. Or something, I don't know. Nah, they ain't the type to listen to reason. We'll have to beat the answer out of them. You don't know that. I'm with Kaido on this one. I just don't know where we can find them or how we can make them talk. All we have to do is wait. They'll definitely try and kidnap us again, right? But if we wait for them, don't you think they'll have us at a disadvantage? That seems ill-advised. Not how I like to do things anyways. And with Haru, Miyuki, and Miyu with us, we should try to minimize our risk. My sister and I could wait in the school, we'd be fine. I will not allow that. Well, what if we took the initiative? How do we do that? Do you even know where to find them? Got a pretty good idea. They came in from the north, which leads to the sea. And what do you think is beyond that? The sea? Oh, right, I forgot this place is an island. You can't mean we just gotta cross the sea to attack. But how? It's not like we got a boat, let alone an airplane. What are those? They're different types of vehicles. Boats float on the water and airplanes can fly. You mean you've never seen anything like them before? Never. Unfortunately, I can't say I have either. I doubt any of us has. Now, that's what I figured. Between the cable car and this theme park, I thought there was a chance, but maybe not. There are monsters who can swim that stay by the water, but I doubt they'd carry us. That doesn't seem very likely. Unless maybe one of those monsters was a giant turtle that could carry us on its back. Of course, if it was a monster that swam underwater, we'd probably all drown. So what do? We need a Waymon. I need Waymon to come scoop us up. I've got it. Minoru, what is this all of a sudden? I just had the best idea. Remember how we went to the dam? There was that place that went underground. You know, the door that had that crazy design on it? You think maybe if we went through there, we'd come out on the other side of the ocean? Oh yeah, the underground waterway. That's what you call it. Anyways, it's basically like an underwater tunnel. And I believe the directions do line up. However, the door was locked. Did you say it was not open? Whatever. In that case, I hope this might be of some use to you. If you give me a key, god damn it, yep. What's that? It looks like some type of key. Hey, this pattern looks like just like the one that's on the door. I struggled with that sentence. The ones who attacked this place had it hidden away. I haven't the foggiest idea what it might be used for, though. This could be just what we need. We'll have to go check it out. Looks like we know what our next goal is now. Looks like it. First, we need to see if we can use this key to open the door to the underground waterway. Then if it works, we can take the waterway across the ocean. Yay! After getting the key from Digimon, we left the park and returned to the school. In part because it was too late to try the waterway, but mostly because we were exhausted. Especially Miyu, who fell asleep just as soon as we got back. Her relief at having Kaido by her side again probably had something to do with it. As for me... could we really go back? You're not going to sleep? Sorry, did I wake you? No, I've been up. Something on your mind, Takuma? I guess you could say that. It's more like, now that I know where there might really be a way for us to go home, kind of excited. Everyone did seem pretty lively at dinner. I guess they did. Minoru kept going on and on about finally being able to read comics again. And everyone fell asleep not long after we ate. They all worked really hard today. They sure did. But I think you worked harder than anyone. You do? Absolutely. You're really something else, Takuma. I'm proud to be your partner. Aw. I don't know what it is, but hearing Agumon say that really warms my heart. Well, I'm proud to be your partner too, Agumon. That makes me so happy. Thanks, Takuma. You're welcome. Huh? You two are still up? Oh, hey there, Saki. Floramon. What are you two up to? We're not really up to anything. Just talking about tomorrow. Hey, that's just what we've been doing. Sounds like great minds think alike. Are you feeling nervous about tomorrow? What gives you that idea? Well, sometimes when you seem really excited, you're actually nervous about something. That's a good observation, Takuma. How'd you know? You got your eye on me or something? I mean, you must, to pick up on something like that. What? No, I didn't mean to imply anything like that. I was just kidding. You get so flustered whenever I tease you like that. I feel so embarrassed. But I'm kind of glad, I guess. I'm sure you're just teasing me again. Very funny. No, this time I mean it. Like, it's nice to have someone who really tries to understand you. You know what I mean? I sure do. I love it when Takuma's really attentive and tries to understand me. Same here. I want Saki to learn more about me, and I want to learn more about her too. Thanks, Floramon. But I think it's about time we got to sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. It sure is. We'd better be getting to bed too. Good night. Romance? Question mark? I hope I was able to make Saki feel a little less anxious. Aren't you going back? I thought we were going to bed. Oh right, we'd better rest up for tomorrow. I really don't want Saki to die. Like, I think if I want anyone to live, like, I really want everyone but Shuuji to live. But I have to be realistic with how far into the game I am. Could we not, Shuuji? Sniff. You're wrong. You're wrong, Dad. I suppose you must despise me. How could I? How could I hate a father like you? Then why don't you demonstrate the ability expected of a Kiyama boy? Next time I'll do you proud, I swear. Don't try to push yourself, Shuuji. I'll just work hard enough for the two of us. And you, shut up, brother. You don't understand me. The feelings of a loser like me. How could you possibly understand? From the start, I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. Why didn't anyone say anything? If I can't do it, tell me I can't. If I'd known, then I wouldn't have had to do this. Why do you give up, Shuuji? Are you truly my son? You're wrong, Dad. How exactly am I mistaken? I understand. I won't let you down. Please believe me. I can do it just like my brother. I'm my father's son after all, so I can do it. Don't look at me with those eyes. Don't be mad at me, please. I'll do anything. I'll work so hard. Just don't abandon me. I'll make you happy. I'll work hard for you, Dad. Don't abandon me. Oh, fudge. Man, if only that was an excuse for how you treat Lotmon. It's not, though! It was a dream, I see. Just a dream. Huh. Why don't you change? I see, you're the same. You're just like I was when my dad chewed me out and had to abandon me. Oh, his dad fully abandoned him. Jesus. After rescuing Mio at the amusement park, we went back to the school for a bit. From Digimon, we learned that there might be a way for us to get back to our world. As for the way, we should ask an enemy out there who knows more about what's going on. We have to be ready before we go asking questions, so we're all checking supplies. Found anything promising, Takuma? Nothing worth mentioning. How about you? Nothing over here either. I'm hopeless, aren't I? That's not true, Aoi. You're just trying as hard as everybody else. Thanks. We haven't found anything either, so don't sweat it. Right, what Agumon said. Oh, hey, your guys are here too. We couldn't find anything, though. Any luck over there? Not at all, I'm afraid. You'd think a school would have more useful stuff, huh? What's the deal, I wonder? You seen the others? They haven't showed up yet. Oh. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Morning. Shuuji had a nasty dream last night. You must be pretty wiped. All right, Shuuji, you look a little pale. You were talking all funny in your sleep. You have a nightmare or something? I'm fine. I slept like a baby, I swear. Still, you're not looking too good. I said I'm fine on my own. We have no idea what's going to happen. I can't leave you alone. Don't come with me. Hey, Mio. Those two are the same as ever. Kind of puts you at ease, doesn't it? Now's not the time to sit back and relax. We have to stop them from bickering. What in the world are you doing? Shuuji? Your constant fighting is starting to annoy everyone. This is family business, so stay out of it. Calm down, guys. And Mio, don't be so cruel to your brother. You didn't do anything wrong. Those two get along in their own way, Shuuji. Maybe you don't need to be so harsh. You say so. But anyway, stop arguing so much over nothing. Oh hey, gang's all here. Guess I'm last. Miss anything important? No, just Shuuji being a tool bag. No, it's cool. Now that everyone's here, maybe we should see where we're at. Good idea. Let me take the lead, Takuma. It's all you. Shouldn't. Humans are kind of intense. If only all of them were as nice as Aoi. Nothing to be done about it now. We can only have faith and watch over them. You sure about that? In other words, nothing worth reporting. This is bad given the enemies out there. Those things want to sacrifice us or something? I don't get it. What is this caretaker in the first place? Maybe that's the one behind all this. Probably like the king of all evil, right? I bet we'd figure things out if we met him. That means waltzing into the enemy's hideout? That's not risky, that's a death sentence. She's right. The idea is pretty frightening. What are you saying? You act like we got a choice. We got no idea what's going on. Our enemies, why we're being attacked, even this world. How are we supposed to defend ourselves if we're in the dark here? We ought to kick their door down and get them to spill everything they know. Well, you're not wrong. Yeah, I like it. Jump right to the last boss. You're gonna stay put, Miyu. It's obvious how dangerous this is gonna be. And you don't worry about us at all? Just her? No wonder she feels coddled to death. Just hold your horses. I can't let any of you just walk right into the enemy base. It's too dangerous. Here we go again. You have no need to fear a certain degree of danger with us around, you know. Yeah, I'll protect Takuma. We've been through our fair share of crazy scrapes after all. Their numbers ain't nothing to worry about. Neither. Easy pickings. True, true. Should be fine with all these guys around, right? With their power, we shouldn't have too much trouble, I guess. That's easy for you to say. Your beasts are strong. Anyway, I'm against this. There's no need to face such danger. There are other ways. This is our best option right now. Rush their base and get all the intel we need. Simple. This is going nowhere, man. Why don't you try giving your 2 cents? Should we head to the enemy base or look for another way? The first choice is definitely dangerous, but it'd be nice to get some info. The second means finding a safer way to learn about this world, but how exactly? Each option has its pros and cons. I don't see my own opinion tipping the scales, but Oh, so these do highlight a specific color. Okay. I'm with Shuuji and Saki. We should do all we can to avoid putting ourselves in danger. Yes, my sentiments exactly. You really think that chicken shit is gonna fly here? You know we're here to protect you, right? It's not that. It's not that I don't trust you guys, Agumon. I'm just prioritizing our safety. The problem is I can't think of a safer way to do this. Do you have any ideas, Shuuji? Well, not exactly. All sizzle and no steak. What a blowhard. Hey, watch your mouth, Kaido. Damn, Aoi, she said, shut the fuck up. In that case, the only way to learn about the world is to seek out the enemy. So that's it then. You are all just going to ignore me. Is it because my beast is weak, because I can't fight? I must be strong, always correct. I must guide everyone, and yet... Shuuji, are you okay? We have enemies out there, so we have to fight. That means we have to work together. That way we can all get home safely. Assuming there's even a way back home. Can't stand the idea of being offered up with no clue as to why. I'm going to go look inside the school again. All of you should consider your own plans. Wait. Sounds like he didn't find Jack either. You should watch your tone. Shuuji is performing his duties quite admirably. Shuuji is trying his best, unlike me. You're doing your best too, Aoi. Have more confidence in yourself. Thanks. What are we gonna do? Our search takes priority, but maybe I'll talk to everyone and get the bigger picture. You do whatever you want, Agumon. Okay! It'd be nice if he actually knew something, but oh well. Alright. We're gonna end it off here at the free action. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, like, and or comment. Also, feel free to check out my TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, which are all in the link below. Beneath that, you will find a link invite to the Discord channel, so feel free to hop in there, join the 282. Thanks again for watching, though, everybody, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye! God, I hate Shuuji so much. That's just my go-to theme, is I hate Shuuji. Ugh.